after so goddamn long. A week feels like an eternity, but oh, what a time. What a time. We may not have been on stream, but I'm sure you heard plenty about us all over the internet, right? We thought we'll throw a week at YouTube, see what happens. Oh my God, stop. Bad, get away. Get away. Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. Forum man doesn't deserve this. He had to stand up. Hey, did anybody else realize they were enjoying the game in the wrong way? Well, now you know, right? We're saved. Thank you, Forum man, for bringing that joy and that knowledge back into our lives, scouring so we can find the answers that we just don't seem to be able to find. Oh, what glory. What glory to finally put our minds at ease and have it good. Oh, what a week it has been. Jeez Christ, you think that was bad? Wait till tonight's video. Holy fucking shit, dude. I've re-recorded it 3 times because it's so depressing. And I'm like, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't, but I'm not doing it on the web show. I'm not. I refuse. I refuse to talk about WoW tomorrow. I really do. Sorry. I'm not doing it. There's a web show tomorrow. Me and my boy Andy are just going to have a good time. And that sadly involves not talking about BFA. That's the situation right now. Woo! Top 10. Did my Mythic Pluses in the BFA. Not bad. Mythic Pluses, all right. Looking good. Looking really fun. No ranting on the web show tomorrow. But also, we have had it confirmed. Super Seducer 2 is on its way, and I could not be more depressed. I really couldn't. I thought we were done. There was no way that game was getting a sequel. It was impossible. Who would finance such a thing? Who would give money to such a thing? Who would do that? Who's turning up to take part? After the first one was banned from the PSN, for some reason there's a sequel coming. And I feel like we're obligated. I feel like we're obligated to play it. And I don't want to. I really don't. I don't want us to give that guy money. Right? Because that's what'll have to happen. We'll have to give him money. And that just feels all kinds of wrong, man. That feels all kinds of wrong. I don't want to give that guy money. I don't. I feel like you're putting us in a corner. I really do. As soon as it was announced, I was told. Like, straight away, it's like, it's coming. It's coming, like, next month, I think, or something like that. Oh, God. Sweet mother of Joseph. But, yeah, you saw everything. We've been out looking at offices today. It's been fun. I love that you guys liked the office tour. That was awesome. That was really cool. We did get a gift from Blizzard. Many gifts from Blizzard, actually. Oh, let me show you. This is the Blizzard EU gear store. Hashtag social media. So you're probably aware. Lost my pillow. Gonna have to do the rest of the show without the pillow. I'll maintain professionalism. It's all good. These are going to be prizes at PreachCon. Hey, how good's that? Good timing or what? We got a Sylvanas statue. I'm not going to lie. Our friends in our little circle of YouTubers in the EU, because it is the EU gear store, hashtag, they all got Illidan. And we want Illidan. We wanted Illidan instead of our girl Sylvanas. That's what we wanted. So they sent us a lovely message. Yeah, it was really good. So at PreachCon, there'll be some of these prizes. One is this mega, really expensive backpack. Check it out, boys. I'm not going to open it because I don't want to, like, manhandle it or lick it or something. So we'll give that away. A Sylvanas hoodie, medium. Medium. It's not going to be for me. So some of you, Bex, maybe, I don't know. Someone could get into. If you can get into a medium, I've got a Sylvanas hoodie that you can win. A medium. It's not going to get it done in this office. Sorry. Horde scarf for you guys who are into the Horde. Alliance, of course. Alliance scarfo, and apparently this thing's really expensive. A World of Warcraft tumbler. Check this shit out, dudes. Look at this thing. Fucking, it's heavy. Heavy as fuck. Look at it. Isn't that cool? It's got them cappy caps on it. So, we have massive boxes of stuff that is proper Blizzard gear. that we're going to be giving away to you guys. So thank you, Blizzard, EU Gear Store, hashtag. We also got a cute... It's fine, don't worry about it. I also have a cute but deadly thing. I'm not going to open it. I don't know what's in it. It could be potentially any of these dudes. Right here. It could be potentially any of these dudes. But I'm not going to open it. I want you guys to have the pleasure of opening it. We had to check the tumbler because it was really heavy. So we had to check what that is. So, yeah. That's all to go at PreachCon, along with a whole... We've got another box of Blizzard gear in there. We've got, like, collector's edition copies of Legion. Plums Fresh. And all that to give away. And then we got a load of cookbooks and whatnot. So we'll do all that there. That's going to be good, isn't it? So we can actually have proper prizes instead of sending Emma to Walmart or whatever to buy like a load of £2 prizes for everybody. But I will pre-warn you. I know many of you are coming to see me in like the next 2 weeks. And Andy. Thank you. And Emma. In the next 2 weeks. Looking at how we've designed the show this year, I'm just pre-warning you guys, we're probably looking for something like 100 people to be involved overall in the show itself. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny. Ben will not be there, unfortunately. Ben will not be there. And so far, in a really awesome twist compared to last year, not one of the guests has dropped out. They're all coming, and there's loads of them. There's loads of them. Everybody wants to come this time, so it's really cool. It's all coming together nicely. As of right now, nobody has dropped out, and everybody seems pretty hype about coming, so that's really good. That's really good. Will the show be streamed? It will not. It will not. It's a little raunchy. As we had some stuff arrive today. I did tell people that now my Amazon account recommends to me an I Heart Bumsex badge. An I Heart Bumsex badge because of the things we ordered for PreachCon. But it will be funny. Like, we guarantee that it will be funny. We will record it and we will do a highlights thing, but there's definitely... It freezes up. By not being streamed, we can go a little bit more hardcore with it, I guess, is how we're going to say. We can push the envelope a little bit because we'll be doing things that we couldn't stream on Twitch. Like, we wouldn't be allowed to. So, yeah, there's this reason behind the madness, and therefore we'll have to cut some stuff out. So, no, we will not be streaming it for the reason that it's all about the live show. We always design it around the live show and not, like, a show for a stream. You know what I mean? That's how it feels. If you're going to stream it, you've got to care about making the show really good for those guys, which can diminish the live show. That can happen. You know, like the E3 conferences, they're more for the stream than the audience, in my opinion. So that is the way that will go. That's the way it will go. Anyway, it's not why you're here today. You can see I'm really excited. I've got a billion things to talk about, but that will have to wait because that's not why you're here right now. Okay. Yeah, live chatter, stream it to YouPorn. No, I don't. Honestly, in a silly way, I don't want the hassle of organizing the stream setup. Actually, this year, and the guys who do our tech, we have lovely volunteers, including Mr. Augers and our boy Shade. This year, instead of it being 2 massive PCs with all kinds of setups and cables, the whole show can be run from a laptop this year. Like, technically, it's so much easier without worrying about the stream. So it actually is, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Right, I need one name, and my lovely assistant / waifu has sent us some stuff. So we're going to go with... Oh, Cynic. Ooh, that's an edgy way of doing the name. I assume that's supposed to be Cynic. Ooh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Bessie. No, okay. This is the Druggy raid team. How many of you have bad sleeping patterns? Curiously. And if you don't say pretty much every one of you, I know you're lying. Like, you tell me on a daily basis how bad you guys are at sorting your... Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's 4 in the morning and Mike's stream started. Let's start watching that. No. No. I should point this out as well before we start. We are hosting GDQ for this week and next. Obviously, with PreachCon coming up, we got a lot to do. You guys, we thought we were expecting some terrible sub losses. We didn't. That sub money, because you guys have been awesome, for those period of time is going to there. So thank you very, 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 very much. You guys have been absolutely awesome. It's a wonderful charity event. We didn't get our major donation read. Very sad. But we did get a trolley one read. If you watch the Deus Ex run, the year 2000 Deus Ex run that was on last night, you'll see a little troll in there. From me, for you. A little trolley troll. A little trolley troll from the Preach Gaming community just to wind up a little member of our community. Anyway, all right, the Druggy Raid team, you wonderful people. The Druggy Raid team. Ignore the terrible English. I'm not foreign. I just can't spell. Nice. A 10 out of 10 opening statement. I like it. A bit about me. I'm from that Birmingham, but currently studying artificial intelligence and game design at Bristol. That's the Birmingham accent, by the way. Ah, wrong. Wrong, Warren. Right? Wrong. It's from Birmingham. All right, a little bit of background. We are a heroic progress team in Legion. I really want to push on to Mythic raiding, but uni and work has cooked me hard. All right. Yeah, feels bad. Now, our main tank Cynic and 3 healers were all mates at the same university as myself, but they are very boring people. They were stoners. And they had the worst sleep pattern I have ever seen. On average, they would try and get to bed about once every 2 days. Now, I don't want to exaggerate here, but my sleep pattern is also terrible. But I am not even in the same league as these boys. Alright? 420 for life, bro. Yeah, YOLO. Interestingly, though, I have never had a more talkative healing team. Now, I'm all for people doing whatever you want to do. Alright? Do you. Do you, boys. Do you. I mean, haven't we all done something our mothers wouldn't be proud of? Huh? Can you guys admit that? But I would never thought I would see the day where my 4 friends decided that in order to maintain the raiding schedule over education, which they would sleep through, they would start taking cocaine. Now, this is a PSA. If you think raiding is so important that the solution to make sure you attend is cocaine, you're making a mistake. Yeah? There's a mistake there. There's an error, and you shouldn't do that. What you should do is just go to bed sometimes. Okay? They all started to find it very difficult to meet our times, which was 6:30 p.m. till 10:30 p.m. That's 4 hours. That's 4 hours. On a Sunday, a Monday, and a Tuesday. So 4 hours, 3 days a week. That's it. So they developed a plan amongst them where they would have a sniff of cocaine before each raid to make sure that they were awake for it. Again, PSA, don't do that. Come on now. Right? We all like a little bit of the good stuff sometimes. Yeah, I've had a long day. I've been to the gym today. I've got work tonight. I've worked since this morning. So I'm having a little bit of an energy drink because I'm in front of you guys. Right? That's it. Right? Okay? They continued like this for the last 3 months. I have one question to them, which I have yet to get an answer. What's the question? It's a very obvious question. Skipping the weed helps. Going to bed helps. Right? You know, just forcing yourself to have a sleeping pattern. It's good. Try and aim for like 8 hours. You know, things like that. These are all things you could do to help that. Where the fuck are they getting their money? Is my question. At the moment, they're getting through close to 3 grams a week each. And none of them have a job. And seemingly do not go to class. I hope my little story gives you a bit of a laugh. But honestly, where the hell are they getting the money for this? And what should we do? You could direct them here and tell them this is a terrible idea. Please stop. Please stop. Because you know why? Gateway drug. Gateway. Gateway. Cocaine for raiding. I will let the chat give you advice. Everybody here is definitely an expert on this. 120 quid a week each. Wow. Mother of God. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money that you're just throwing around there and shoving it in your nose. Good stuff. You do what you do. Right, okay. We have a hero amongst us, ladies and gentlemen. An actual hero. And it's not Forum Man. He's not in that league. But he believes we're going in. I felt this was appropriate. I felt this was very appropriate. Exactly, Chris. Boom. Boom. Okay, I hope to be seeing you in 2 weeks, Chris. Otherwise, I'm going to be one sad panda. We need a girl. It's our girl, Brittany. Our girl, Brittany from Team Patreon. There she is. Our girl, Brittany. Okay. Now, this is going to scare some of you. Be warned. This is going to be scary. Are we ready? Hello, Mr. Preach. And a solid green tea hello to Mr. Ghost Person.
What it do, health kickaroo?
That's...
Yeah?
I've not seen you have your green tea in quite a while, actually.
Don't have it anymore, mate.
Did it not cleanse?
No, I'm not feeling it. I stick to my 1 bullet coffee a day, and I'm good for my water.
Good man. Today I am writing to you a story about a guild that he is currently in. And how my friend told me that I was a saint. I will tell you, sir, that I went into this scenario willingly. You understanding this, chat? He knew the dangers. He knew the problems. Willingly entered into this contract. I did this of my own volition. This is a tale about an extremely toxic guild that I am currently with. With that being said, let's get into it. To begin with, I will have to set the tone of the dramas that had already taken place. I won't go into too much detail, but it basically... it made one of my fellow raiders on my raiding server transfer servers with her fiancé. I added her on the battle swag one night when we were doing Ulduar time walking, and she went on to tell me about her life as of now. Her name was Brittany, and she told me that she was now a raid leader for a progression guild in Antorus, the Burning Throne. It sounded like things were going well for her. That is until she told me their progression. Now you may roll your eyes at heroic progression guilds. Doesn't really bother me at all. You progress what you want to do. You do you. I was there once. You do you. They had been doing Antorus for about 4 or 5 weeks at the time that she took over the guild. They were 2 out of 11. Antorus normal. I will say I was a bit shocked. So then I asked, what's the item level of your raid team? She said on average we're between 940 to 950, but we have got a few carries who are above 960. I was pretty shocked. I can understand maybe being stuck on a few bosses from time to time. It took me and my guild weeks to kill Coven Heroic, but this was normal. It was pretty easy stuff up until maybe Kingaroth in terms of mechanics. I need to give you all more context to this situation. It isn't like they killed Garothi and then went on to dogs and couldn't progress from there. That's not what this guild was doing. This guild's current farm plan was to do Garothi, and then ENR normal, and then couldn't do any more of their bosses. This was the guild's progression. And here is where my mistake begins. I told her that I would come over. I would make a demon hunter, and I could be a DPS or a tank for them. I would do this to try and help them out. Why? Why would you do this? In what universe, sir? I look you dead in the eye, gentleman to gentleman, sir to squire. If somebody tells you they are 2 out of 11 normal mode, including ENR, you do not volunteer to join that. Just say no. Even the coke guys are doing heroic, and they're on drugs. All the healers are wired, and they're doing heroic. They haven't slept for 2 days, god damn it. Me and this girl, Brittany, we weren't especially close or anything, and I don't feel like I owed her anything. But as you could probably guess, I thought maybe we could become friends. You did it for pussy. God damn it. It's always for pussy. All the time. You would join a 2 out of 11 normal for maybe some poon? Maybe a chance? A BFA chance? 1 RPPM chance at maybe some poon. Anyway, I put mistake in quotes because in the end, as you now know, I am still here and I don't really mind being around. But I couldn't imagine being an active big part of what I found on this server. First things first then, I have to get a level 70 character. It takes about a week because of when the mobs hit were like trucks to get there, but I got it. I'm not sure what that means. To get a demon hunter. Oh, do you need a level 70 demon character on every realm that you want a demon hunter on? Can you not just make a demon hunter? Is that true? I don't know. I really don't know. Is that true? Is that the way it works? You have to have a 70? Is it not account wide if you've got one? Wow, really? Oh, no shit. That sucks. That really sucks. Okay. I level a demon hunter and decide that I will be a Havoc DPS demon hunter. Good choice of talents for being a DPS demon hunter. I like that choice. It's good. While I'm leveling my character, I noticed something strange. Even when there are only a few members online, they were talking to each other. And responding to people that weren't talking back. I was slightly confused, so I asked, are you just typing things and forgetting to use another chat window? Or is there some sort of sorcery going on here? Now, I have never heard of this, and I'm sure some of you here have. After about 30 minutes and my 5th time asking, I finally got the scoop. This guild uses an add-on called Greenwall. And they were talking to another guild that the members had. Right here should have been a sign that I was in a toxic guild. They had not 1, not 2, but 4 guilds. 1 guild for Horde, 1 for Alliance, 1 for their kids, and 1 for a bizarre reason I can't even remember, because no one in the world needs to have 4 guilds running simultaneously, all separated out. So when all of them are online, they are talking to upwards of 100 to 200 people spread across 4 different guilds. So I ask the question, why have you got this many guilds? They said that they wanted to be something like their own 3rd faction. They wanted to spread like a web of having people across multiple servers and have a place for everyone to talk to each other, right? Smart. Really good. really good. Who plays WoW like this? How can I make content for this game now? It's so far gone. We're so far off the cliff. Thelma and Louise are laughing at us, right? I don't know what I'm saying. Can I make a video for this? No, I don't understand what's going on here. I'm trying. I'm doing my best, but I can't even make this up. It's so crazy. I can't. I'm telling people to join a guild. Motherfuckers in 4 at once. How can I beat that? I can't beat that. However, even with this sign, I decided to press on. I hit level 110 and asked if anybody wants to do mythic dungeons. This is where the second sign came in. People said they didn't like mythic dungeons because they were afraid of them and didn't want to get laughed at. They don't want to do mythic 0 because they're also worried and didn't know the fights and would cause problems. The scary, scary world of Mythic 0, ladies and gentlemen. If only they had an easier difficulty where you could kind of, or like a book, like a journal thing, where you could read about what goes on in there. And maybe you could do it on like an easier difficulty and see what it looks like. You know, if only we had such choices. If only. If only. Okay. I will say, I was very close to leaving the guild at this time, but I decided to go to my friend in the guild and ask what's going on. Brittany told me that they can't do heroic or mythic dungeons because people rush through them so quickly that they're unable to learn the fights. You can't do heroic dungeons? We can't do heroic dungeons. They're too fast. Too fast. Too goddamn fast. I was kind of shocked again. Although I can admit, I really don't know the fight mechanics of everything, but it didn't matter. It's free, easy gear in a short time at this point. Why do we need to have a manual on the fights? I got my answer from a friend. He told me something I should have probably guessed, that there are some really bad players. I didn't think that meant they couldn't do simple heroics or mythic regulars at the time of joining. I thought they could do something like, you know, +8 or higher. Not too afraid of doing mythic 0. How can anybody be afraid of that, I thought to myself. So it was a little annoying. But I got my DH to 930 and asked if I'm good enough to come to our progression raid team. Okay, we're entering the raid. Okay, at this point, is Brittany Spoon really worth this? Right, can we... We're 9:30. Can I join the progression squad? Can I be team 1? Can we get in there? Do you want to get in there? I don't want to see what's inside there. That's a scary place. I don't want to go in there. No. But here we go. Brittany says yes. She said it's very lucky that you got Pride as your first Lego. Shout out to the Havoc Pride as hype. She says everybody's required to wear it because you'll need it. This very much confused me. Oh, you know what this is? This is bollocks, right? Because you guys are all hardcore fucking nerds who have had the gumption and the balls, the stones, the hairy ones, to do Antorus the Burning Throne without wearing a Pride as, you smug pricks. Right? Can't even look at the chat, Andy. Disgusting. Every single one of them. Disgusting. Smug is what you are. Smug.
Oh, how's that taste?
I know. You make me sick, you elitist jerks. Every single one of you. Okay. Here we go. Woo. The raid starts at 9 p.m. Oh, that's late. 9 p.m. And let me tell you, it was quite a trip. We start inviting people at exactly 9. We summon all 20-ish raiders and start clearing the trash to Garothi. The trash started at 9:20. It took 20 minutes to start the raid. I'm gone. I'm fucking gone. Pride has or not, I don't care. I'm out. 20 minutes to start the raid. Dude, I love my guild. You know what time my guild starts raiding? 6:30. What time does the raid actually start? 6:10. It's fucking... all the trash is dead before you even get an invite. It's awesome. Okay. We finish clearing the trash at 9:30. You're reading correctly that the first bit of trash to Garothi took us 10 minutes. It doesn't end there. It's one pull now, right? Does anybody even do that pull in 2? Does anybody even do that pull? I need to do a project where I go undercover. I need to go a project. There must be like 3 people doing the trash out of 20 or something. Okay. But that is not where it ends, ladies and gentlemen. That is not the end. Good. It was 9:30. And now begins the process of explaining Garothi Worldbreaker to the people who had apparently forgotten Garothi Worldbreaker from the week before. Our raid leader opens, oh fuck you, a Fat Boss guide. Oh, and starts playing the video over Discord. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh no! Where's Alex and Loz? I'm gonna give him so much shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. In total, it takes around 15 minutes to explain the boss. You boys, I raided you guys. You guys need to do more concise videos, and that's coming from me. Because there's guilds like this suffering because of you two blithering on, right? Fucking hell. Now, most people, and your chat is probably saying the same thing, would say this is my only raid night and leave the guild. And likely the game from seeing this. But I stuck it out. I stuck it out. 9:45. We're 45 minutes into the raid. We're about to pull Garothi Worldbreaker. We did kill it. We can give them some credit. They can kill the first boss without a wipe. It took us a very long time to kill Garothi Worldbreaker on normal with 20-something players. I'm not saying at this point. I basically started AFKing and starting having a bit of a drink. But it doesn't end there, because now we have to split up loot. Oh no. What's the loot system? Oh, it's on personal loot. Okay. It's on personal loot, so they go from each and every person and roll on the pieces of gear that people need. I'm not joking when I tell you this can take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. We do not kill trash during this time. I can't. I'm broken. I am. I'm fucking broken. I'm so broken. I'm so broken. It's now getting past 10. And only Garothi is dead. Around 10:15 comes, which is the official guild. Oh my god, it's the raid break. It's the raid break. Around 10:15 has rolled on, and now comes raid break, which is 10 minutes. Fucking hell. 10:25, we start clearing the trash leading to the dogs. We nearly wipe twice because of the damage the little mobs that lead to the dogs unleash upon us. Yeah. But we get there. It's around 10:40. And it is time to face the dogs. But there's something we have to do before that. Once again, they play the Fat Boss video about the hounds. Once that is done, we get started on dogs. We couldn't kill them. I'm right on time for 11 p.m. It was time to stop. I thought maybe they're going to take another break and we get back into it, but no. 11 p.m. is raid over. They raid for 2 hours with a 10-minute break. 2 hours I was in there and all I had to show for it was a Garrothi normal kill. And 2 wipes on the Hounds of Sargeras. Their entire raid schedule for progress is 2 hours a week, 2 days a week, and that is it. Mother of God. Jesus. Oh my God. I'm with you guys. Like, I just can't wait to see what's next. I asked my friend, why do we take so many breaks and whatnot? And Brittany tells me it's because everyone in our guild is much older. On average, above 50. And they do things a little slower, and they like to have a little break. I honestly had no idea what that had to do with the game, but I accepted it and said, alright. There were many problems with these people in the guild. And now their guild name made a whole lot of sense. The guild was a variation of old people's home. And after that experience, I can see why they'd named it that. All of our raids went basically the same. On a Thursday, when we started raiding, we would start at 9, start clearing trash at 9:15, get a pull around 9:30-ish, we'd wipe, then we'd break again, try again, wipe, and then you guessed it, we'd wipe again. At about 10:30, we would go to ENR and kill her before the end of the progress raiding for that week. We better kill ENR before the end of the week. We better kill ENR before the end of the week. Oh my God. 2 weeks we would do this until we finally killed the Hounds of Sargeras. I swear to you and listening at home, it sounded just like we had killed Mythic Argus for the first time. People were so happy that they got over this wall. It was the biggest accomplishment that they must have had in the entire expansion. Oh, that's kind of sweet, isn't it? Isn't that a little bit sweet, right? Yeah, it's insane to most of us, right? But it's kind of sweet that like there was shouting and screaming about normal doggies. It is. It's a little terrifying. It is, but it still sounds like kind of cute though. No, I think so. I think that's kind of sweet. These old dudes are just kicking ass. Whoa! What? You going? Yeah. All right. Telling me for?
Put the boys in there on their iPads.
Oh, I thought you were going in a little while.
I'm going now.
I can tell. Ah, okay. All right, be good. Okay. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, I kind of want to be in there. I want to kind of want to be in there. Okay. Now comes the even bigger hurdle. Antoran High Command. I can't even... Next Tuesday, we start our progression week again. We kill Garrothi. We kill the Hounds relatively soon, surprisingly. And then we move on to the Antoran High Command. There was no way they could kill these bosses. I do not get it to this day. For 4 weeks, we did not kill the High Command. We had arguments all the time. One of which people were afraid of using logs and wouldn't allow us to be able to record them, even though it would help us. Oh, this isn't a guild that uses logs. Who was asking for that? You bastard. You bastard. You don't want to log this guild. Come on. Give them a break. I have no idea how that is considered to be scary. Something that is made to make you help them is not allowed because people were afraid of the toxicity, right? It's toxic. I told you, logging's toxic, man. It's toxic. It's an invasion of privacy. I said this to everybody I knew in the guild. I don't care if they're afraid. We need help. The people I told agreed and decided to look the other way while I started secret logging. Ah, dirty bastard, secret logging. In this month of time, I helped push for some changes. Right, we're gonna make some changes to the guild. One of our problems were people not being there for progress. Who's just joining for Garothy and Iana? It's obvious that people are there to kill some bosses and have some fun. I brought forth that I agree with that mindset, but we aren't killing any bosses. Antorus had been out for about 6 months at this time, and we still hadn't got past the first wing. We put a case forward, and it was decided that a set of guild rules would be put forward. We need the manifesto. The manifesto is going to save us. I accepted this because I thought it would be a step in the right direction for the guild. Right? We're going to save it. One of the rules, all right? We've got the rules, boys. Here we go. Here we go. One of the rules basically said, if you don't know what you're doing with your class, you're not allowed to raid. So on one of our raid nights, one of our healers was doing considerably low healing and being I checked the logs and realized why. In 11 minutes, she had only casted Flash Heal as a Holy Priest. And in total, she had managed to cast Flash Heal 173 times. Somewhere in there, she had managed to fit in 6 casts of Prayer of Healing. Whoa! Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Whoa! 6. So we've got 173 Flash Heals and 6 Prayers of Healing. And that's it. That's all we're doing. I decided to ask her about it. But I knew not to ask aggressively because I knew she would probably get angry. So here's the conversation. How do you find priest healing? Do you like it? Her reply. Yeah, it's cool. But it runs out of mana very quickly. It does. Bad class design, Blizz. What is this, BFA? Come on, dude. Right? Priests are always Don't you know that? That's the problem with them. They should fix this. They should fix the priest class so quickly. Mana hogs. Fix your shit, Blizz. This ain't right. Me? Really? What are you doing that costs so much mana? I use Flash Heal a lot. And if I'm low on mana, sometimes I press Renew. Now, I know that's not how you play a Holy Priest, but according to the logs, she had used Renew 2 times in the entire evening. 2. What were the choices that made her click Renew in those 2 times? For an entire raid night, she's pressed Renew twice. What were the circumstances? Do you think that's a misclick? That feels like a misclick, like Renew's next to Flash Heal, and then she pressed it. So I asked, isn't Flash Heal a really expensive healing spell? Are there any other ways she could heal that are maybe cheaper? What does it matter? Why would you even ask me that? It's not as if we're dying to lack of healing. Boom. Just take less damage, motherfuckers. Don't come at me. Healing your sorry asses. Yeah? If you take less damage, mate, I won't have to cast so many Flash Heals, you dumb fucks. Right? Think about it. Fucking science. Right? I'm going out of mana because I have to heal you. It's nothing to do with the buttons I'm pressing. Just wondering, is it a problem? And here is where I fucked up. I have been a raid healer since vanilla. I use my mouse and my heal bot. I don't need anything else. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I was pretty shocked. Again. I honestly don't know where it came from. She literally told me that she was a good healer. Right? Easy. Easy. Because she had been playing since vanilla. I told my friend who was an officer and raid leader in the guild, Brittany, and she said she would handle it. She said she would. If anything did actually happen, I don't know. She didn't change how she healed, except that she wouldn't spam heal until she was out of mana. Instead, she would stop healing and wait till some of her mana regen. Fucking hell. Yeah? I found the solution, boys. I'm going to keep pressing flash heal, right? Because, duh, of course, right? But I'm going to spam it until I'm nearly out of mana, but not quite out of mana. And then I'm just going to wait for a bit. And it turns out, if I stop healing for a while, some of my mana comes back. And then I can heal more. You wish you were at this level, boys. So, it was some progress, I guess. Yeah, it was. Something I'm sure you never knew about is there is an enraged timer on high command. Is there? I didn't know that. Is that true? The second time around, when you get to the third boss shields, will run out. Oh, you run out of shields. Is that what happens? Oh. And then eventually you die. No shit. We did that close to 60 times until our first kill. Oh, you did kill it? I'm actually really happy for you. Like, no jokes. I'm genuinely happy for the guy. He got that kill. 60 times they hit in rage on high command. 60! Mother of God, that's crazy. Oh my God. But we did hit in rage. We did hit in rage, but our tanks lived and a healer lived and killed that last little percentage off. Whew. We are now 4 out of 11. 4 out of 11 normal. And next up is Portal Keeper. At this time, though, I have to tell you, I have had to stop raiding with them. It was too much for me. I told my friend that I was done, and I am sorry and need to stop. And Brittany told me, I don't know how you stayed with us for so long. You're a saint for giving it a good college try. I think you've been a bit of a pussy, honestly, at this point. I think you've been a bit of a bitch about the whole thing. And I think the chat agrees with me. If you're going to stick it out through that, then you got to be in it for the entire fucking thing. Alright? Stop being a bitch. Get back in there, yeah? You're on a roll. Fucking fake. I went back to my old guild and did mythic raiding with them as a druid. We killed 5 out of 11 mythic before I decided mythic raiding wasn't really for me. Ooh, would that have been Kingaroth? 6? Is Kingaroth number 6? That's a whole story for another time. I often get updates about how they're doing, and as of 1 month after I left, they're now 9 out of 11 normal. Oh, see, that guild kicked ass. They're 9 out of 11 normal, and they're working on Agramar normal. They seem to actually be doing better without me. Oh, Bridge Bro, Iminar, yeah. Iminar's not too bad on Mythic. They seem to be doing better without me. So I guess some positivity came out of it. Yeah, you were the problem. You were the worst player, dude. Easy game. You were so bad. There is more about this guild beyond the toxic that I would love to talk about, but I think we've gone well beyond the time limit. I'll end my little story here. Thank you for listening and reading my story. I hope you read this on live. Now, I have the actual guild name. I'm kind of tempted to go and find them. Were you British? Is it EU? Or were you America? I don't think he said. Did he say? I can't remember. Is it American Guild or not? I don't know. I need to find it. I need to find it. I need to. Is it North America? Ah, bummer. Oh, reset is on a Tuesday, so it would have been North America. You guys are the best of detectives. The best of detectives. Right, how long have I got? I've got 10 minutes. We're going to speed through because my kids are actually waiting for me. Okay, let's have a newbie story. I had 2 prepared for you. Let's have a newbie story too. Bring us back down to earth and remember that we were all shit at some point. Don't lie. Don't fucking lie. Right, okay, for this story, where's my, people... Oh, you guys are... Ooh. Who's pre-Kata? Who's pre-Kata? I need people who are pre-Kata. A few of you, I imagine. I would imagine usually in my community there's quite a lot. Okay, good. So I'm going to be talking, and there's a lot of nostalgia in this one. So I want you to predict the locations we're talking about, because I have read this one. It's relatively short. But I think you will... I could remember, as I was reading it, all the stuff that was about to happen, because it definitely made sense to me, all right? So I think we should have some fun. So get your nostalgia blinkers on. Let's do it like a quiz, because you'll like this. Hello, Preacher! Hello, chat! Brofist all the way around, and a big shout out to the Sultan of Scumbags, the Duke of Dickery, the Pontiff of Puckishness, El Senor Ghosty. He's not here. He's not here. It is Friday afternoon. It's Friday afternoon. Everyone's off to be with their families. Greetings to all of you from Team US of A. I've been watching the channel for 4 years now, but this is my first story. I decided to send you something fairly brief as it's my first one. Hopefully relatable and something everyone loves to hear. It is a story, of course, of how fucking shit I was when I got this game. Yes, indeed. Alright, we're going back to May 2007. 11 years ago. Now you feel old, because that's only the Burning Crusade. It's not even vanilla. I know, right? We're old as fuck, aren't we? The glory days of that Burning Crusade. The Black Temple patch had just released. Never forget that Blizzard released a raid tier, a massive patch, and no one in the world was able to enter it. It was just there. Think about that for a minute. Just for a fucking minute, it was in the game as a massive patch and you couldn't go in. No one in the world could go inside. Fucking hell. No one was attuned. Good times. Anyway, that's some nostalgia for it. That's some nostalgia for your face. The Black Temple patch had just released, and a good gaming friend of mine who had played since that vanilla finally talked me into subscribing to World of Warcraft. Now, before you or the chat think, who did we pick? McCoy. Our man McCoy. Before you or the chat think that McCoy was that typical dipshit friend who gets you to buy WoW, says he'll level with you, and then leaves you high and dry, think again, plebs. McCoy not only leveled all the way to 70 with me, but we have continued to play together through 11 years, 6 expansions, 4 guilds, and 2 servers. In other words, he was the epitome of bro. With the launch of the Burning Crusade, McCoy had re-rolled Horde as a Blood Elf mage, so he told me to roll Horde on the Realm Kirin Tor, which is, yes. Answer the question for me, US. What kind of server is that one? Answer the server, Team USA. Prior to starting World of Warcraft, I had been an avid RTS player and had played all the games in the Warcraft series. For the audio bros, that is indeed an RP realm. I loved the Horde campaign in Warcraft 3. Thrall meeting Kent Bloodhoof and bringing the Tauren into the fold. No idea. Escorting their Kodo caravan across the Barrens. I had made my mind that I would be a Beefmaster, a Tauren. But at the time, the cows were limited to only 4 classes. Name them, chat. I had no idea if I wanted to play melee, spellcaster, or healer. No tank, you pussy. So I decided to be a male Tauren Druid, as that would give me the ability to try all 3 roles. So many of you got it wrong. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of you got it right now, but some of you got that wrong. Curious. Tauren Priest. Was that Kata? The fuck, man. Fucking. Who plays a Tauren Priest? Don't say it. You'll get a load of abuse. And rightly so. Anyway. So then I could try all 3 things. Like everyone is that first time you log into WoW, I was blown away by the racial intro. The Tauren one? Really? Really? As the music hit and the camera swept across the majestic bluffs of Mulgore. This makes me sick to even say. From Thunderbluff to the starting camp. I'm somewhat obligated to defend Mulgore here, as I know you and most of the chat are not fans. I'm also not a fan of dog shit either, right? That doesn't make it strange. Mulgore is terrible. It's so bad. But as someone who grew up, oh, don't tell me it reminds you of your home, who grew up in rural America, in the Midwest, there's a comforting, home-like feeling to Mulgore that I can't really put my finger on. What, because you grew up where there wasn't anything? So you like places where there isn't anything? But grass and road, dirt road, that's it. Mulgore sucks. It's so bad. It's so bad. Stone Bull Lake is one of the most idyllic fishing spots in the entire game. Oh, so good to get some beers and head on up to Stone Bull Lake and get my little Merc. I started up my little druid while my boy McCoy was off in Stranglethorn Vale, gathering mats to make bags for me. What a bro! He's going to make you some bags? That's awesome for your first time in WoW. I wish someone had done that for me. I quested through Mulgore when, at level 10, something happened. My trainer suggested that I use my new Teleport Moonglade spell to go and meet with the Cenarian Circle. This was pretty exciting. How many people were disappointed with Moonglade the first time you went? I think I liked it. I like the idea that the Druids had their own place. I thought that was pretty cool. It's something I think they should have expanded on, but class halls are close enough, I suppose. This was pretty exciting. And McCoy told me that this is where I would start the quest for my first shapeshift form, the bear. By the time I finished the quest, McCoy had logged off. But that wasn't a problem. It wasn't very hard. What did you have to do for the bear quest? I'm not looking. I know for the seal one, you had to dive down like really far into the water to get the seal one. I can't remember the bear quest. I don't think I can. I remember the seal one because I thought I was going to die. Kill a spirit bear, cave, fight a spirit of a bear, kill some shit. I can't remember doing it. I can't remember. What was the cat form one? I remember the warrior ones pretty distinctly. Yeah. Pretty weird. Kill a moonkin. Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm a moron, it says it here. As soon as I read what this was about, I was into it. It wasn't really that hard. I just went into the Barrens to find a moonkin. There was really a moonkin? Oh, yeah, there would have been by TBC, of course. Defeated it and teleported back at Moonglade. Was there a moonkin in pre-moonkin? Yeah, they were, weren't they? Because they're at that Highlands area above Arathi. Sorry, I'm getting nostalgic. What the fuck is that place called? The something Highlands? What's that weird place above Arathi that's like really awkward to get into? There were moonkins there, pre-moonkin, I think. You know where I mean. Owlbears, yeah. Hinterlands, there, yeah. The Hinterlands had them, I remember. Okay, that's when I was like, what, like things in the... When they brought moonkin into the game, all my friends were like, what, those things in the Hinterlands? I was like, why would you want to play like that? That sounds crazy. People are really excited about it, though. Anyway, it was definitely going to fix balance in vanilla. Anyway, let's get back into it. I had to go to the Barrens, defeat the Moonkin, teleport back to Moonglade, turn in my quest, and I transformed into a mighty, well, level 11, mighty bear. Rah! I got that in the story. Moonkin farm came in vanilla. Yeah, it was like 3/4 of the way through vanilla. I remember. Yeah, it did come in vanilla. It was awesome. I was elated. I couldn't wait to show McCoy. I decided I was going to head back to Mulgore, wrap up my remaining zone quests, the Venture Co mine apparently, and then head into the Barrens. Oh, being excited to go into the Barrens. Memories. Oh, but there's even a dungeon there. Wailing Caverns. So many quests. Here's when it all went horribly, horribly wrong. I was a level 11 druid in Moonglade who had just started playing the game that day and was still learning everything. There was no return teleport Moonglade spell to put me back where I came from for my magical druid journey. I had no idea what 10-ton hammer, memories, or Thoughtbot were, and my only friend wasn't online. There was no one else in Moonglade, at least no horde. There were filthy night elves around doing whatever filthy night elves like to do. To sum up, I was all alone. Right, from here you should be able to, this is where I skimmed through. What is his journey? What is this lad's journey? You should be able to figure it out from here, you old school dudes. To sum up, I was alone. I had no idea what a Hearthstone was, let alone that I actually had one in my bag. I didn't see the flight masters provided for young druids ready to ferry you back to Thunderbluff or Darnassus, depending on your preference towards red or blue. Nor did... Oh, you're skipping ahead. No, you can't just go to Felwood. I want the full journey. I want the full journey. +1 for remembering Felwood so quickly. It took me a while to remember the name of that place. Nor did I see the Horde Flight Master tucked away snugly in the upper right corner of the map. Just a bit off the main road. What I did see was a road leading to some stairs leading into a cavern that had a giant carved bear's head on it. You know where this is headed. Yeah, we do. But I sure as hell didn't. I thought, cool. They're saying, you're a bear now. Now, young bear bro, come and test your might in the bear's den. That's what I thought anyway. As you in the chat have already no doubt surmised, I didn't even make it up the stairs before a particularly welcoming furbolg somewhere inside caught the whiff of my bovine musk and tore down the stairs towards me with all the fury and hellfire of 1,000 burning suns. What level are they in Timbermore Hold? Like 52 or 46? Around there, right? Something like that. Something around there. I want to say 46, 47. Is that about right? Around 50, 53, 54. Is that what they've always been? Because Winter Spring was either 50 or 55. Something like that, right? It was a pain in the ass to get through that fucking tunnel, though. God, the relief once you actually got to Winter Spring and got the flight point. My God. Anyway, so sure, you all know what Timbermore Hold is now and what's inside there. But how many of you know where the nearest graveyard to the path leading from Moonglade to Timbermore Hold is in patch 2.1? I know from farming Fellcloth for too long and getting killed sometimes. Well, let me tell you, I learned where it was. I had, of course, realised my mistake when my spirit appeared in a small graveyard in a densely wooded area with green everywhere, which I assumed to be part of Moonglade. I tried to find my corpse, but had zero luck. I talked to a nice, friendly spirit healer lady, and she offered to resurrect me with what, at level 11 in patch 2.1, was a relatively minor penalty. So I took the spirit res and brought myself to life once more in northern Felwood. Immediately, about half a dozen plague-riddled wolves and one giant-ass tree with some definite anger management issues descended on me like Greek rogues in a net cafe. Good call. And I was insta-gibbed back to the nether. Okay, I thought, I'm stuck in a higher level area. I can't fight my way out of this. I'll need to be very careful. I spirit resed again, this time ready to run for my little cow life. Only to be crushed into a fine pulp of horns, swayed, and internal organs, but what's by that same damn ancient again. This wasn't going to work. I could obviously not survive Felwood at level 11. I had a new plan, though. We've got a plan, boys. We've got a plan. I pulled up my world map, albeit it was mostly shrouded. Wow, I remember having a shrouded map back in the day. And scoured for a way out. Looking directly south of Felwood, I saw Ashenvale Forest. I recognised this from the Orc and Night Elf campaigns of Warcraft 3 and hoped I was heading in the right direction. And to my joy, just below Ashenvale, I could see the Barrens. I knew there were graveyards, like the one in Felwood, all over the world. So my plan. I set out on the longest, most epic, level 11 ghost run of all time. In spirit form, I spent what seemed like hours navigating my way south through the accursed Felwood into Ashenvale, from the Ashenvale into the Barrens, and once there I followed the Gold Road to a place called the Crossroads. Man, I remember being so impressed at the size of WoW that I thought the Gold Road was unbelievably long. Like, I bet many of you did this. I just rode it one day to see how long it'd take me to get across one zone, and then zooming out the map and being like, oh my God, this is one zone? Jesus Christ, this game is immense. Absolutely huge. 5 zones now. Oh, 6. 6 in BFA. I searched everywhere until I finally found another spirit healer. Overjoyed, I opened a dialogue with her to accept my 3rd or 4th spirit res at this point, and happily accepted the fine to my rapidly dwindling silver pieces and the accompanying resurrection sickness. Only to be rezzed once again in northern fucking Felwood. I tried this. I think I tried this in Darnassus once. Like, I wanted to get past some elites or something, so I spirit ran across the other side and ended up going back exactly where I wanted. No! Nightmare. Nightmare. Now, I don't know if this was a bug. It's not. It's to prevent cheesing. It's a smart idea. It's to prevent cheesing. Or if this is how resurrections just worked back then. Yeah. That you got ported to wherever your body was closest, but I had run all out of ideas. Naturally, about this time, my boy McCoy logged in with a super chipper. How's it going? Did you get the bear? I was so angry. I told him how shit World of Warcraft was. It was wank and the developers were arseholes and they set insidious traps for stranding low-level players with insanely high-level creatures. And this game was designed by complete muppets and I hated it and I can't believe he got me to play it. In his usual calm demeanour, McCoy just went, "Why would you do that? Was your Hearthstone on cooldown?" Why were you doing that again, by the way? You ran from where to where? What was wrong with, why don't you just wait for your Hearthstone? What's a Hearthstone? Armed with my newfound knowledge, I spirit rezzed in Felwood, ran away from Treebeard McTwigcock, got to a spot where I could complete the 10-second cast of my Hearthstone thing in my backpack. And I safely appeared in the teepees of Camp Narash in southern Mulgo. That was the noobiest thing I ever did in World of Warcraft, on my little newbie druid. McCoy and I went on to have all sorts of adventures and mishaps, which maybe I'll share one day in the future. But I hope you at least got a chuckle out of this humble initial offering about my first great adventure in World of Warcraft. And we did. And it took us lovely down memory lane. It did. It did. Ladies and gents, that's where I'm going to call it for today. But I'm going to go see my boys. I'm very late. But we have a web show tomorrow. There'll be nothing WoW related there. I think I'm going to release this video tonight. I'm not sure. It's really depressing. I actually kind of don't want to release it. I'm 50-50. But I'll decide later. I will decide. I'm going to spend some time with the kids and then decide if I want to take this one out. But we'll see. We'll see. But I will be here tomorrow with my boy Andy to have some great fun with you. I've missed you so much. Thank you for being here. Love you all. Let's have a party tomorrow and have a beer. All right, guys? I'll see you again. I know you guys want me to release it, but it can be bad for me. All right. Bye-bye.